Welcome to our channel. Today we are diving into the selling world of Rosario, a supernatural horror film starring Imelda Trova and David Dasmalchian. This era tale blends religious horror with psychological torment as it explores the battle between right and darkness, faith and fear. Whether you have watched the movie or are just curious about what it's about. Stick around as we break down the plot, exploring the deeper meaning and unravel that haunting ending. Rosario tells the story of a deep out woman named Rosario who begins experiencing terrifying visions and unexplained phenomena in her home. As her scientists start to sleep and discovers that a demonic presence is trying to process her soul. The haunting seems tied to her past, especially a traumatic childhood experience involving the church. Rosario seeks help from a mysterious exorcist played by David Dasmalchian, who warns her that the entry feeding on her fear is more ancient and powerful than they imagined. As the attacks grow more violent, Rosario must confront her own buried guilt and secret if she wants to survive. One of the strongest elements of Rosario is true of religious symbolism. The rosary beads are not just a prop, they represent Rosario fragile connection to her faith, a faith that's being tested at every turn. The demon, with its black, curled hand, symbolizes not only evil but inner guilt. Rosario's internal demons taking cycle from the use of light and shadow throughout the film emphasizes the struggle between salvation and damnation. It also criticizes blind faith, suggesting that belief without understanding can be just as dangerous as disbelief. The psychological horror here is just as powerful as the supernatural elements. In the climax, Rosario performs her own form of exorcism, not just to drive out the demon but to reclaim her identity and self worth. She finally admits to the secret she's hidden for years, and in going so, weakness the demon's hold. However, the ending is deliberately obvious. While the entity appear to visions, a final shoot of the rosary burning hints that the evil may still linger. This raises the questions what is truly banished to merely waiting for another movement of weakness. The film leaves us pondering whether salvation was